In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this Thomas train cake step by step. I will also show you at the end how to stack the cakes so that Thomas is a little elevated from the ground and looks as if it's really standing on its wheels instead of laying flat on the tracks. So let's get started. First, let's see how to build the structure of Thomas. These are the cake layers all cut out for the train. I also have a cake board cut out to the size of the bottommost layer to build the structure on. I'll provide the dimensions of these pieces in the description. Now I'm assembling the train by stacking the layers one on top of the other, sticking together with ganache. Now I'm covering the whole cake with ganache and smooth out as much as possible. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. I've rolled out the fondant to a rough rectangular shape, enough to cover the structure. Covering this shape is a bit tricky. Start from the top and take your time to smooth out any wrinkles and stick the fondant to the cake. Before covering with fondant, the ganache should be set. You might want to refrigerate the cake for a while after covering with ganache if it would not firm up in room temperature. If the ganache is all set and dry, it's better to mist it slightly with water so that the fondant would stick. I smoothed the back of the train last and cut out any extra fondant with a pair of scissors. Here I'm preparing the details, cutting out fondant pieces using a template. I'll make this template available in my website soon and will add the link in the description box when it's ready. First I cut out the blue panel and then roll some red fondant long and thin like a rope. This could be done by rolling it on the countertop with your palms like a snake, or you could use a fondant extruder to get a more even finish. Now I'm cutting out a stripe of blue fondant to cover the base of the train. Just the sides, no need to cover the front and back as it will be covered in red. Now I'm adding 2 stripes of red fondant to the edge of the sides, folding it over the edge. And then cover the front of the base with a piece of red fondant, cutting away the excess from the sides. Now doing the same for the back of the train. Attaching the side details, I'm using a little bit of water to stick the panels in place. You may have to hold it for a little while until it stays in place, because some pieces tend to slide down due to the weight of the piece. Now on to making the wheels. For one wheel, you basically need to cut out 2 circles of the same size, and in one of them cut a hole in the middle so that it looks more like a ring. And then you also need a very small circle for the center, which I have cut out using a large round piping tip. I'm using the same round piping tip to remove the bulk in the center. Making some more details. Attaching the face. I've inserted a bubble tea straw through the center to hold some of the weight of the face because it is heavy. it should be supported from the bottom as well. So we are adding a piece of black fondant underneath as well. Otherwise the head may tilt down after some time. There's a separate video on how to make the face of Thomas. Click on the eye at the top right hand corner to go to that video. I'll also add the link in the description box below. Adding all the other details. And at this point, Thomas is almost ready. The base is a 3-layer cake. I'm alternating between vanilla and chocolate. I'm using chocolate buttercream to sandwich the layers and cover the cake. Covering this cake with a lighter blue color fondant. Covering the board with the green fondant. I've added some brown stripes on top for the railway, and after that inserting bubble tea straws to support the train on top. So this is a piece of foam which is slightly smaller than the base of the train, on which the train cake will be placed so that it is a little elevated. I've covered it with foil and then covered all around the visible perimeter with blue tape so that it blends nicely with the cake. Then I'm adding some decorations to the base cake. So here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video.